Here we are. Live and direct. Fade Parade, Week 10 NFL season. We are not going to count the stats just yet, but we know that I am in the lead. Another 8-6 week for me. No, not another. I went 8-6, 7-7, and the first week I was 9-5. So
it's ugly out there.
I am up 9-5. No, that's not ugly. I mean, you were up. We're up. You're not losing money. As long as you're not losing money, you live to play another day. So that's
week 10, baby. Let's get to it. I'm ready for action. I need a redemption week. Redemption.
First glance, looks like every other week. Some shit too close to call, and some of these odds makers are finally getting it together to crunch these spreads. So we start on Thursday night. Colts Titans. I mean, these are both decent teams. They can both put it up. Colts are 1.5 point dogs in Tennessee. They can put points on the board. Tennessee can put their points on the board. I think I'm going to have to go with Tennessee winning by a field goal in this, laying 1.5.
Over under?
Over under is 48.5. I like the over.
Okay.
Honestly, I think Colts are actually putting up points. I think Tennessee plays what they need to. You know, they bring out what they need to. If they need to run, they need to run and play a slow game, a low scoring game. But yeah, I like this game being played in the high 20s, low 30s, and that's 48.5. I'll take the over.
Okay. I want the Colts and the points in this one.
Okay.
No explanation needed, and under all day on a Thursday night game. No doubt about it.
All right, so the opposite. We'll see what we put in our pick six. Let's see if this makes it into our pick six.
Now, I'm not touching a Thursday game again.
But, well, then it's going to be the under. If the Thursday nights are the unders, and maybe it's a good bet.
I like the under.
Texans, Browns. Another good spread because, honestly, I don't know why the Browns are so favored. I think they're kind of losing steam, losing players, losing steam. They're favored by 3. I'm going to take Texans getting 3 points here. I think it's another close game. Go either way. Worst comes to worst, we push with a 3-point game in the Browns way. I just don't think they win a close one. I like the Texans. They look like they might be coming on stronger. I think Browns are getting weaker. Give me Texans plus 3. And over under 52.5. Don't love it either way.
Yeah, tough line on a Tuesday. I think by Sunday that's going to be closer to a pick 'em, honestly. So I'll take the Texans all day with the plus 3 right now. And I'm going to take the over 52.5 there.
If you said it was the other way, we wouldn't have said anything. If you said Houston was minus 3, we would have been like, all right, maybe, I don't know, whatever. Like this could be a 6-point swing. So, but getting the points, I think this is a good bet. Texans.
Yeah, I think a field goal is important. If it was the other way, yeah, agreed. Browns off the bye week. I'm not putting too much stock in that. I like the Texans.
My first lock of the week. Giants, Eagles. Yeah. It's like they're baiting me to do this with 3.5 points. I mean, how can you not take the Giants getting that teeny little half point? These games, the Eagles cannot blow out the Giants. The Giants cannot blow out the Eagles. It's going to be a close game one way or the other. That half point means everything. Give me the Giants 3.5. I think it's stupid if you don't take that. They're underdogs again. We just showed you it shouldn't be underdogs against this Washington. What are the Eagles? Giants plus 3.5. Easy money.
Yeah, I mean, I like to just go anti-Giants usually against you. So I thought about this one for a long time. And I'm still taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles laying the 3.5, and I'm taking under 44.5.
The under 44.5. That I can agree with, but because I don't think these teams score. This is another 17-14 game, but Giants plus 3.5 for this guy. The Bucks, Carolina. This is going to be awesome. What are these Bucks? Giants took them to the final, whatever, and just missed that 2 weeks ago. Then they got smoked, embarrassed against the Saints. So
Yeah,
what
gross.
are the Bucks? Carolina covered the other day, which I didn't think they were against KC.
Yeah.
So what are these Bucks? I will say that they're 4.5-point favorites. This might not last another week. So take Carolina while you have a chance, because next week it's not going to be so easy. Carolina plus 4.5, I think, is the play here.
As a Jet fan, I've seen a pissed off Tom Brady. You don't want none of that. So I'm taking the Bucks, laying the 4.5. I like the over as well. They're coming out fired up, pissed off. They're going for the throat.
They were brutal the other night.
Yeah. Their defense played worse than
50.5. I don't know. But this line is basically just because of that game. If that game didn't happen, this would be like a 10-point line, and the over would be another 5 points higher. But just because of that Monday night game, or was it Sunday night game?
Yeah,
that's what this line is. So maybe that could be smart to go there, and maybe they right the ship and they actually show who they are.
Yeah, I think it's influence from that game. Also, the Panthers staying with KC. Maybe they got a little respect, but no McCaffrey likely. Bucks full steam ahead.
All right. Next one, largest line of the week. Packers laying 13.5 against Jacksonville. Should be the largest line of the week. My gut tells me this is a little too big, but then again, I think once they start steamrolling, which they will, Packers are going to get out an early lead and just going. I think this could be a 20, 25-point victory for the Packers. So I'm going to take the Packers laying this 13.5. I've been taking the largest favorites for a while now. Only KC burned me last week. I've hit on all the other ones. Oh, no. The Jets. Who KC Jets. Did KC cover that?
Yeah.
They did. So, I mean, that's the only one that burned me was that KC Panthers last week. So give me the Packers minus 13.5. I think that they're just too much for this team that doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, Jacksonville sucks. They're nothing. I mean, they hung with the Texans, backdoor cover. They're going to play the Packers in Packer. It's going to be a smush job.
I called that one on, by the way.
Packers, give me the Packers laying the 13.5 in that game for sure.
Over under 51.5. That's like a 37-10 game. That's 37-20.
Yeah, I mean Packers put up 31 against the Niners, and then that 4 seconds left, the over hit on Thursday night. So I like the over. I like the over here too. Another huge day for Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
huge.
Of course. Why not? Should be no reason not to. Now we move on to the best game of the week, the hardest game of the week, best game of the week.
Yeah,
Bills Cardinals. Cardinals 2-point favorites after the Bills just stuffed it in my mouth against Seattle. I thought Seattle was stomping the Bills. I got stuffed, but now the Bills. Where's the respect on the Bills now? They're 2-point dogs here. Carolina. I mean, the Cardinals have played close game. They've won, but they've played close games. They don't have a great record. I'll take the Bills +2 here.
Yeah, these are two teams that I've been flip-flopping with disrespect. 1 week I'll respect them, 1 week I disrespect them. I can't pin them down. I can't pin the Cards down. Can't pin the Bills down. So give me the points. I think this is the highest over-under of the week, 56.
It is.
There should be a decent amount of scoring. I don't know who's going to be able to stop who.
Right.
So give me the Bills +2, and I guess the over. I guess I'll root for some scoring.
Unless the Bills come with that team that played against the Jets and only scored 18 points on 6 field goals. Over-under scares me a tad. I think in normal situations, teams like this, I would always take the over. I'm not going to touch that as part of my thing, but the Bills +2 might sneak into my pick 6.
Yeah. I like the Bills +2. That's too close to call in general, but I think if the Bills win this game, actually now looking at it, it's going to be under.
Okay.
I changed it.
But I think the Bills win, so I think this might sneak into my 6.
Okay.
All right, Broncos, Raiders. Another line I do not understand. I'm missing something here because I think the Broncos can play with the Raiders. I think they're two mediocre teams. I think the Broncos have a little bit more football knowledge, like a little more coaching and football knowledge. I think the Raiders are like a fly by the seat of their pants. And Gruden, I like Gruden as a personality, But I don't think this should be this big of a dog. So give me the Broncos plus 5.5. Give me the over 52.5. Way over this bitch. I don't like. I think this is my first one for most disrespectful line of the week. I think that's pretty disrespectful.
Oh yeah, I like Denver. I agree. I'm both. I like Denver plus 5.5, and I like the over 52.5. Yeah, nothing really to add there. Should be an interesting game, but I think it's going to be close enough that the points.
Mediocre teams that are just going to go at each other. Chargers getting 2.5 at Miami. What, like, Miami? Is 2 of this real deal? 2.5 is like a really nice line to take the Dolphins on here because you want that 3-point victory. 2 young rookie QBs going at it. There's going to be picks. There's going to be amazing deep balls. There's going to be runs. There's going to be wacky plays. You just know it. I don't know about the spread here. I think I'm taking the Chargers because they're getting points. Always want to. I don't know. I just take the little bit of points, but I will take the over all day at 48, all day and twice on Sunday.
I like the Chargers. I like the Chargers plus 2.5. Maybe I might even money line this. I still have no respect. I still have no respect for Miami. I think Miami's strength on offense, Chargers' strength on defense, so they're going to wipe that out. So I like Herbert over Tua. Over under, I'm not really going to touch. That could be anything. So I'm not feeling one way or the other on the over under, but give me the Chargers for sure.
Give me the over.
Mark it down.
Chargers. Bengals, Steelers. Again, another line. These guys, they know what they're so good. 6.5. Steelers are laying 6.5. You're just baiting the whole world to take the Steelers right here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to fall for this. I'm taking the Steelers laying 6.5. That's like one of the most perfect lines I've seen this year. It's so great. You know the Bengals have some firepower on offense. You know the Steelers win. They just win. It's not like they blow out teams. They just win games. I'll take the Steelers laying 6.5, but I'll take the over on this one, 45.5. I love the over 45.5.
Yeah, again, unfortunately, I mean, maybe it's too obvious because I like the Steelers laying the 6.5. I like the over. Roethlisberger COVID list, something to keep an eye on. That could change things.
Is he?
Yeah. 4 players on the COVID list. So I like the over. I think the Bengals can score sporadically. I think overall Steelers will win and cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. I got a feeling the Saints are laying 9.5 just because they blew out Tampa Bay. Now they're 9.5-point favorites. But 49ers are god awful right now. They can't move the ball. So maybe the Saints D is for real. I'm inclined to take the Saints here. Saints laying 9.5. I take these big spreads. I take these favorites in these spreads.
Give Saints 9.5. Saints 9.5 in the dome.
Saints. Give me Saints minus 9.5.
You know, Niners got some traveling to do. No question about it. Saints 9.5. Agreed. I concur.
49.5 is the over under. I think it might even be under on that. I mean, I don't think the Niners can score much.
Yeah. If I had to pick that, I'd go under. I don't love it, but yeah, if I had to pick that, under for sure.
Okay, Rams Seahawks. What is this line?
This is confusing. This is so confusing. I don't know. Is this
something we don't know again? The Rams just lost to Miami. Now they're favored against Seattle. I think this is a gimme. Seattle coming off that loss. Give me Russ Wilson as a dog, +2 against the Rams, who are no big deal. All day Seattle +2.
I know. Yeah, but I mean, you know, the Rams, the Seattle defense is so horrible. They're so bad that's the only reason I can think of why they would be.
Bobby Wagner and Jamal Adams.
They are terrible. They just
then you got to go over 55.5 then.
Yeah, you have to go over. Definitely.
I think that this line, the fact that the Rams are favored by 2 makes you have to take the over. because they know something. They're better than everyone's better than us. Better at this than us.
Definitely.
So
Fade.
I'm taking, even if I wanted to choose incorrectly, I would choose stuff correctly.
Right.
Like, even if I tried to go on the opposite of my instincts.
Yeah, we should do this, watch it back, and then do the opposite.
That's what just our record. Well, every week that's what our record is. So if we did the opposite, it would be just reverse your record. Give me the over on this game. I'm gonna take Seattle +2 and the over. I think that might be in my pick 6 too. The over on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you again. I hate just agreeing with you. I don't like it at all.
Well, you should start agreeing with me more, because look at my record over the last 3 weeks and look at your record over the last.
Oh, get real. I'm coming out with a huge week this week. Huge.
You can't just say you don't like agreeing and then why I win every week. All right. Ravens, Patriots. Patriots getting 7 here. Ravens got a nice little W. They could be putting some shit together right here. I think I'm going to lay the points again. I'm taking the favorite again. Ravens -7 here. I just don't believe in the Pats. Even though we saw that game last week, I think the Ravens D is way better than what the Pats have seen. So give me the Ravens a blowout, actually.
This was another really long thought. I did end up taking the Ravens here, playing the 7, but very close. Not by any means. I think this game is going to be played tight. I don't think the Ravens are as good as they seem, or how you
really.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are in these ball games for the most part. So 7 is tricky. It's in New England. So I am going to take the Ravens, but I can easily that's the tough one. That's a tough one.
You're not confident, but you do have to say it. Say it for us. Tell me now.
If I have to pick, I'm taking the Ravens, laying the 7.
Oh boy,
that's probably the Jet fan.
I don't love that at all.
I don't love it either, but I am taking the over.
Are you? Okay, that's probably a good bet. I think. Yep. It's one of those tricky lines again. Like, if the Patriot, I don't know, 43.5. That's low. All right, Monday Night Football. I will surprise you with my choice here. Vikings Bears. Bears getting 2.5. This is going to be a bad game. I think the Vikings blow out the Bears.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be over 44.5.
Well, you better hope that the Vikings score 40.
Give me Vikings -2.5.
Definitely. Vikings -2.5. Over under. I'm just going to take the under because the Bears are just horrible.
You going under?
Plain and simple. Yeah.
They are pretty bad.
They're horrible.
They are pretty bad. Now, did you write down some thoughts on your pick 6? Because right now I have 8.
I got to be honest. Nothing really jumped out at me. If I had to rattle it off, I could.
You do have to, actually.
Yeah, well, I do. In fact, you do have to rattle it off. So
yes, you do.
Get to rattling. Yeah, I can slap it together. No problemo. This is the week I go.
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
No, why don't you go first this time, right? Switch it up. Give me some juju, some good juju.
You want me to talk you into why I'm picking?
Nope. Let's
start off with the lock of the week.
Your lock of the week?
New York Football Giants getting 3.5. If you've watched any one of these games, you know that the Giants are one of the. I know it sounds funny. I think they're one of the best teams against the spread this season, except for that one Niners game. I think they've covered the spread in every game. They play to the level of their competition, and the Eagles are a terrible competition. 3.5-point dog is disrespectful for a team on the rise. Give me the Giants plus 3.5 as 1. I have 8. I had 8 choices here. I'm going to cut out. I think I'm going to cut out the Texans. As much as I want to take the Texans, I'm going to cut out that game. I'm not taking the Texans. I will take the Saints laying 9.5 points. So put that down as another one. I like that. I'm going to cut out Seattle. I'm not going to touch that game. I was going to take the over. They're not going to do it. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, over. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, over 45.5. That's 3. Packers, minus 13.5. Now I've taken both of the big lines. Give me the Packers to blow out those chumps. Broncos, Raiders, over 52. And a half. Is it 52 and a half?
52 and a hook.
And my last one is I will take the Minnesota Vikings. Monday night, Minnesota Vikings laying 2.5 at the bum-ass Chicago Bears, who the Giants should have beat in week 2.
Bums. Golly.
My bum is on the Bears.
Sack.
So, to reiterate, Giants plus 3.5. Saints minus 9.5. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati over 45.5. Packers laying 13.5. Broncos, Raiders over 52.5. Vikings minus 2.5. So that is 4 spreads, 2 over-unders.
Indeed.
$20 to win an $1,100.
Nice job. Solid 6. Can't really go anywhere on you there.
Minnesota
Seems like a good 4 out of 6 ticket.
Listen, you bet. I want to bet this 2 ways. I want to bet all 6, the big parlay, and then bet them all individually.
It's a lot of bets.
A lot of bets. But I'm up on my bets.
Nice.
Got to bet them all.
All right, let's go. Viv Cola. This is a redemption week. 6 for 6.
Viv Cola's 3rd straight redemption week.
You heard it.
Let's see what you got.
It's got to break at some point, right? Right. All right, I will go. We have a couple similarities, so I'm going to get those out of the way. Packers covering 13.5.
Okay.
Rodgers. They should destroy the Jaguars. Get out of my face, Jaguars.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
Who's
Not showing it.
Jaguars?
Backup
Shark.
Robinson.
Shark.
That's their best player. Yeah, Shark. Yeah. I mean, they got some people.
Shark.
Yeah, I like the Packers to cover. Moving on. Still not respecting the Dolphins. Give me the Chargers.
Plus 2.5.
Give me the Chargers plus 2.5. Yep.
Interesting.
Miami can beat it.
Really?
Get out of my face.
That's a really interesting one. I wouldn't put that in the 6.
Get out of my face.
Okay. I
like the Steelers game to cover. Not touching the over-under. Steelers to cover. 6.5.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like the Vikings to cover 2.5. Where am I at there? 1, 2.
That's Monday Night Football.
Yep.
You got 2 more left.
Yeah, I got 2 more left. Gets a little murky. I do like the Saints too. I like the Saints to cover in the 9.5.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Last one.
And I like the Raiders Denver over game.
You like the Raiders Denver over, yeah. Same thing. I picked that too.
52.5.
Yeah.
So to run it down, I like the Packers to cover 13.5. Denver Raiders over 52.5. Chargers plus 2.5. Steelers to cover 6.5. Saints to cover 9.5. Vikings to cover 2.5. Chargers getting 2.5. Yeah.
Know what I want to do? Create a site. It's impossible. You have to go onto like a site who has all the shit ready. But just fantasy players over under on their projected fantasy points for that week. Like, that's the whole thing. The entire thing is just that. Every player, every single player, basically, you could bet on the third string tight end who's, projected at 1.5.
Fantasy relevant players, I guess.
What?
Yeah, fantasy relevant, I guess, or whatever. They have that. They did have that at one point. That existed. Yeah.
You just bet over under.
Yes, and I also think they had players versus each other. So like Kamara versus Saquon, something like that.
With a spread?
I don't remember if there was a spread or not.
Or it was like,
it was who would score the most fantasy.
Or it was like a money line type of thing. It was like if the money line's not right, like Kamara, Saquon, and Saquon is the favored, and that's based on what money line you give.
I think they just made up the players. I don't think there was anything in there.
You can't do that. You have to have some sort of way to balance it, like some kind of spread.
I guess that's why I don't think they do it anymore, because they probably got hammered.
There was the best thing of all time was called Trade Sports when I first started working on the floor in 2000.
Do you need to continue recording this, or do you want to cut it?
I do want to cut it. Smat. How do I stop it, though? Last week I just went whoop, and stopped recording. Now I don't know how to stop recording. Yeah. No.
I really hope Miami loses. So sick of Miami.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with them.
Every week I've been involved in a Miami game somehow. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
So maybe if I just end the broadcast, hold on.